Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, good morning and welcome back to Shelburne RV. It's a bright sunny day here. We got a bunch of rain on the way this week, but just kind of getting a late start this morning. I had some stuff I had to deal with down there at the front office, so we're gonna get rolling this morning. I've got the Ultimate Advantage. We're gonna be working on that basement air here this morning, kind of show you guys what's going on with it. Remember, the basement air, the ductwork caught on fire on it, so we've got to get the ductwork put back in there, get that all put back together. I think we got some black water valves to work on that. I've got a bumper pull camper this week. We're going to start working on floor slide, and then we did get in the new 7,000 pound axles for the scale trains camper, and you can see they've actually been working on that this morning, and it's getting new rims and tires. But yeah, we're getting all that ready to go this morning. So I'll take you around and show you all this stuff. Mr. Lewis is in here working on this Ultimate Advantage, so we'll get to looking on that here in a minute, but let's go check out some of this. So the Ultimate Advantage is back in the shop, and as you can see, Mr. Lewis has got the basement air in it. We've got the part that my friend George down at G&L Service made for me, and Lewis has actually gone in here with some of that anodized aluminum and has rebuilt this whole trunk piece that had burned up. And so, you know, obviously we got the bumper out of the back of this thing because that made life just a little bit easier for doing that. So there's where we're at on that. Lewis has got the basement air back in this Ultimate Advantage. You can see he's got the ductwork all taped up, built the new ductwork to tie in with the existing ductwork. So we're gonna fire this thing up this morning just to make sure we don't have no air bleeding through there. But should be good to go. We'll show you more here in a minute. Okay, so Mr. Brandon's working on a AquaHot 450D. Customer brought this in, stated that it would run, but would not fire off. So we did a little diag on it. We did come in here and pull the burner assembly out. Now you can see how nasty that stuff is. And this is the little gauge tool that normally mounts right here on the side. And we put this on here to see where the igniters are at. Now you can see those igniters should be right here inside that. That's not correct. So we're gonna go in here and change out this nozzle. This nozzle is where the fuel comes out. Now I don't know if there's something just plugged and it's dribbling out of there, because this is not normal for this. But then the swirler tube, you can kind of see, is nasty too. So we're going to change this out. We're going to get these adjusted correctly. We're going to clean this and do a quick service and get it put back in and see where we're at. And now that he's got these adjusted, you can see how these are up inside those little notches. So that is the correct placement for that. He's got the new nozzle on there. So we're going to clean that chamber, and then Brandon's in there pulling the swirler tube out. We're going to do some cleaning on that. Okay, so we got the AquaHot all finished up. Now, we believe it was something to do with the nozzle or the fuel filter, because when we got in here and got to testing, we did have our 140 pounds of fuel pressure. Now, the nice thing with the AquaHot is I do have this test box. So we were able to power it up. We were able to power the ignition coil, so we had good spark. I should have took video of all that, but we're trying to get it done for the guy. But yeah, that gives me the ability to check the spark along with the solenoid to see what kind of fuel pressure we had. So everything's working good. We got him out of here. So just a little bit of diag, but we think it was either fuel nozzle or a fuel filter, because we just weren't, everything else was good. We just weren't getting no fuel. Well, we did get the InvisiShield put on the front of this bad penny camper. I've still got to go inside. I'm going to reach up from inside, and where those holes were at, put some M1 in there to seal that off. As you can see right there, we got another service electric trailer in here that Mr. Lewis is in here doing another air conditioner on this one. So you can see they're in here getting that all put together. I'll take you over here and show you this Advantage, Winnebago Ultimate Advantage that Lewis has been working on. We'll show you where we're at on that. Okay, so as you can see, Lewis has got the basement air back in. He's got the bumper put back on. Now we did have a line leaking back there. Lewis went ahead and tightened that up. So the next project on this Ultimate Advantage is this gentleman wants all 3 of the gate valves replaced. Now the question is, where are they at? And as you can see, you had to be itty bitty to get up underneath that camper. So we're gonna go in here and pull these paneling off here and just try to get an idea of what we got going on. Yeah, that's poopy. Yeah, this is what happens when the black water valve comes open on you while you're working. Gets it everywhere. What a mess. All right, I got James in here pulling the panel off so we can see if we can locate these valves. We got to figure out where these valves are at because this is buried up in here on this Ultimate Advantage. So we've got all the panels off and you can see where those 2 valves are way back inside there. Now there is absolutely no panel. That panel right there is in the center of there. But as you can see, there's foam across there, foam across side. There's absolutely no access to this. So now we took this panel loose and this foam is wedged up in there. Now I can tell you, this foam is so tight in here. These are the original valves. These valves have never been changed since this coach was built. So you can see there's the tank right there. And then we've got the valve and all right there. So they did not look at this very well when they built this one because these valves are gonna be, and you can see the other one way back in there. This is gonna be a nightmare. Okay, so we had a little Blackstone bumper pull camper come in and this is what we had going on the pigtail. Now, obviously, that ain't no good. That's the wrong way to do this. So what we're actually gonna do is, I always use these nice boxes. We're gonna bring everything into this box, get our pigtail coming out of it, and then we're gonna mount the box right here. The beauty about doing this is if this ever gets destroyed on this end, all you gotta do is take it apart here and there's ring connectors in there and you just match the colors up. So super simple. So that'll fix that up. I mean, it's just the best way to do that because then it's just, if it ever has to have a cable replaced on it, it's just super simple at this point. So I'm gonna take you around and show you a couple other things. They're working on getting a slide out topper on that. And then the video from last week, you guys saw this Aspen Trail that had all the floor was just falling out of it. Mr. Lewis is actually over here right now working on getting, trying to get the slide out tore apart on that so we can get that pulled out. Well, as you can see, we've got the Filon now on the front of this camper. We got everything pulled around and we got a board in there. We're gonna let that set up tonight. And then we'll come in the morning and get it pulled down the rest of the way and get the turn bar put across it. And then we'll trim the edges around here and get the metal trim put on there, and then we'll seal take it. So, you know, this is the part of the business that, you know, when you got 3 guys out sick and the work still got to get done, you know, this is what ends up happening. You know, people always say, oh, you're very successful, you know, you must not work anymore, you must not do anything. Well, unfortunately, when you got guys out sick, I become the fill-in man, and you know, the job's still got to get done, still got to get this camper under control. So, you know, just what it is some days. You can see on the Aspen Trail, he's got the lower skirt out. Wires are starting to hang down here, so let's go inside and see where Mr. Lewis is at on this. All the drawers are out, the fascia. Of course, this is a BAL, so it's got the cable and the motors and all this that he's got to take the cables loose on. So all that's got to come loose, and then he's got all the drawers out. Refrigerator's got to come out, and I think we're going to take the TV out. Probably leave the stove and the microwave in there, and then we're going to get all this pulled. So Lewis has got everything on this Aspen Trail ready to pull this slide, and you can see this thing has had water in this for a while. This is going to be very challenging to get out because we don't want all that to fail and cause other problems. Now you can see this is actually pretty good wood, but the floor, I mean, you see that it's real bad. This thing's been leaking a long time, and now you can kind of see what's going on there. Yeah, look at that. See, clear inside of this thing. So yeah, this is the challenge you run into when they don't get maintenance. Water's been leaking in this thing for a while, as you can see. Well, we got the refrigerator out. He's got the BAL cables loose. So we'll be pulling this thing out on Monday. All right, well, thanks for watching. This is gonna finish us up here at Shelburne RV. Just kind of hard to believe we're only a week away from Christmas. We're actually gonna be closed between Christmas and New Year's, so the boys and I think I only got like 3 guys working. They need to work because they didn't have enough vacation time built up. But we got a big brush pile right there that we're gonna get burned, and then I've got about 530 feet of chain link fence that we're gonna get moved. I got a piece of the property that I need to get more secured. You guys saw that one of those videos back, 2 videos I guess back, where I was putting a little chain link fence over there on part of my property. But I got 530 more feet we're gonna get put in between on those 3 days that we're off. Try to get this burn pile burned and try to get some maintenance done, because all that wood's right there that you see. Next year I'm gonna try to start clearing that and hopefully be able to put in some storage, some storage for RVs. So we'll see. It just takes time, and time sometimes I have, sometimes I don't. But money I definitely don't have, but some of that stuff I can do with my little machine, my little excavator I got. So try to get some of that done, but got to get through that. So thanks for watching. Glad y'all got to see us this week. If you haven't gone on and watched the video that we did with the Gimpy camper on the Valterra electric gate valves, that was a good video. So shout out to Barrett and the Gimpy camper for letting us jump in there and do a video with them on that. So if you haven't seen that, go check out the Gimpy camper and watch that video. That's a good video. So thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a good weekend. And remember that this video is Cousin Gary approved.